We just kind of stumbled on it. I think so there were very few houses. There was just the houses right around the little town center was all that was here. And the kids just thought it was tremendous. I definitely was one of those people that had a big house with a big yard and kids and thought that's what I wanted. It turned out to be not what I wanted at all. And it took me a long time to figure out how to downsize myself to something that was more intimate and livable and easy to care for. And it took until I was 66 to sort of figure it out, but here I am. I like the sense of community. I really appreciate the sense of community that I'm getting. The first day that I moved in, right after the movers left, and I was sort of sitting on the back porch thinking to myself, okay, you've done it now, right? The neighbors came over. The ones across the street brought me a big old bottle of wine and welcomed me to the neighborhood. My neighbors on this side. The Andersons brought over breakfast for the next morning. So I had muffins and kasha, and they welcomed me over. And, ever since I've moved in, if there's been anything that I needed or a favor or whatever, I can always rely on my neighbors to sort of help out. Everybody who lives here is trying to get to know each other and try to create this sort of intimate community that sometimes is hard to accomplish in the suburbs of like Seattle or Tacoma. The whole design of this community is all about it being just simplifying everything, right? It's about being healthy and being close with your neighbors. There's just so much to be said for walking out of going out of your house and walking somewhere rather than hopping in your car. I know that some people say, oh, it's so Stepford-wise. And I don't know really where they get that. Because first of all, the houses don't look the same, right? They're all architecturally distinct. And most of the houses that look alike are still different in terms of their exterior paint and embellishments and so forth. So it's nothing like walking into a Weyerhaeuser designed community. And I would say Seabrook is it's a planned community that doesn't really look like it. It looks like it's organically grown. My dad's no longer with us, and my dad was the guy who did all the camping stuff, right? And I mean, coming from Indonesia, my parents are from Indonesia, and they came to America, didn't have a lot. We didn't have a lot when we started out here, and so, but my dad was like, just loved the Northwest, and he loved being outdoors, and camping was his thing. So we would go almost every year to Kalelog, which is just up the road here. And so I have really fond memories of that. And when my kids were younger, I used to take them to experience the same things. So it was a tradition for me in my experience to spend really precious time with people that I love at the beach. I'm trying to get all emotional about it. But so I always wanted to one day come to the beach here